Okay. Next up, we have Mitchell Wulfman, and he's going to show us recess.io.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Mitchell Wulfman. I'm a web developer at Recess, and our goal is to provide recreation on demand. So what that means is, on one side, you have people who enjoy doing fun activities in groups, and on the other side, you have facilities of all kinds, which are often empty unless it's during like the peak usage time for whatever that facility happens to be. For example, for sports facilities, it might be in the evening. Yeah. So I'll just jump right in. I'm going to kind of give a tour of the app. This is the screen that you will see regardless of whether you have an account or not when you come to the app. It will show you events that are close to you. For me, I'm logged in already, so it's showing me events that are close to where I live. So you'll see events that are close to you and which are upcoming. You can also see events which have already happened. And you can see events that are happening in other places as well. If you see an event that looks interesting that you think you might want to attend, you can click on it to go to a details page. You can see who is going, what companies will be represented there. You can invite your friends, and if they go, then you both go free. Each event has a minimum and a maximum number of attendees. And this is important, especially for something like a sporting event, because it's difficult to play with a very small number of people. And so this meter, you can see the minimum and maximum here. But this meter is also indicative of that. When it's full of green, that means you've hit the minimum. So if you want to attend this event, you can click Sound Interesting to kind of like follow it and keep up to date. But if you want to commit and pay for it and attend it, if it does happen, you can click Count Me In. Yeah, an important thing to note is the event will only happen and charge people money if you do hit the minimum for whatever the given event is. So up to a half an hour before the event starts, if there aren't enough people to make it happen, nobody's charged, and the event is canceled. So I quickly want to run through a couple of the admin interfaces. This is just the interface for managing facilities. This is the one for editing events. So this is just all the fields that we saw when we were looking at the event. And this is kind of a new interface for someone at a facility who wants to manage their own events, so they can see all of the events that are happening and have happened at their facility. They can do typical editing here and also have easy ways to just like copy the event and create recurring events. So I guess an example of a challenge that we've overcome recently would be we needed kind of like a custom background charging system because of the way that we run events. There are like certain conditions that have to be true, and all of the charges are happening at specific times relative to the events. So we used the great package called Job Collection, and also kind of like built a layer on top of it to do the custom things that we needed related to that. And an example of a challenge that we're going to face soon would be a native strategy. So we're trying to decide for native mobile, like do we want to use Cordova or do we want to use native code? So that's the app, and thank you for your time.